achieved a groundbreaking 4 billion in sales in 2024 alone. Beyond the numbers, his impact reaches further. Through his mentorship academy, is shaping the next generation of over 120 aspiring real estate professionals. So whether it's speaking on financial independence, ethnical leadership, or investment strategy, Mr. Babayemi delivers insights that are both practical and deeply inspiring. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to a mentor, speaker, and transformational leader, Mr. Olasode Ajibola Babayemi. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. If you can hear me, please, I want you to go to the chat box and type your best emoji. If you can hear me, please, I am checking the chat box now so that I am sure people can hear me. Okay, thank you, Madam Ijoma, Madam Chisom, Madam Lillian, Mr. Gideon. Thank you very much. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. So because I won't be taking too much of our time this afternoon, we want to learn something that is very, very important here in the real estate industry for the millennials. And please permit me to share my screen. Okay. Okay, thank you. Please, I hope we can all see my screen. Hello, please, I hope we can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so I think I can kickstart right now. So thank you very much once again. Like I was earlier introduced, my name is Ajibola Olasode. So I'll be taking us through this short topic: how tech savvy investors are changing the game in the real estate industry. So first of all, let me just say a very big thank you to Landest for hosting this kind of section, and I want to appreciate them for also considering giving me the opportunity to come to speak about this topic to everyone on this call. I also want to congratulate and also appreciate and thank everybody on this call for you being here this afternoon. Okay, so let's move on to business proper. So now let's quickly look at who are the millennials and how are they changing the way the real estate business is being done. So millennials are born 1981 to 1996, and they are changing the way real estate is done. So now if you look at how real estate is done before and how real estate is being done now, there's a lot of shifts that has happened. And for you to catch up, you need to also be able to move along the shift. Now, I want to ask a question. So I believe for the past 1 week, everyone on this call, in one way or the other, you've done nothing less than about 2 transfers on your phone. Now, imagine if for every transaction or for every transfer you are doing, you have to go to the bank. Just imagine, for every transaction you have to do, you have to go to the bank. But because of technology, a lot has changed, and even some of us, we might not even get to the bank for years. You can do your account opening, you can talk to customer care even at the comfort of your home without even stepping outside. You can do whatever complaints and do anything you want to do with just your mobile phone. That is what technology is doing, and it is cutting across all industry, including the real estate. So millennials actually prioritize flexibility, technology, remote access, and creative financing. So this afternoon, I'll be talking about the technology part, the remote access, and also the creative financing, and how it has changed the way real estate is being done right now. So, and we can see that millennials are much more interested in cash flows quality lifestyle, and smart investments than traditional ownership. Like I said, smart investments. They are more interested in smart investing than traditional ownership. Yesterday, I went to a client's house with a colleague of mine. So the client bought the house sometimes last year. So she's fixing her house, and she bought the house for about 350 million. So when we entered the house and we saw everything the client is doing in the house, it was so perfect. It was so nice, and he was like, "Wow, God, when? Like, when is he going to have 350 million naira to go and get a house?" And I told him something. I said, "Bro, if you have 350 million naira now to buy this house, you are not going to buy this house. In fact, you're not going to buy a house. You are going to use it to do business while you live in a very comfortable rented apartment." And that is what we mean as smart investment. And he said, yes, that's true. So it is not that he doesn't need a house, but considering the amount and the kind of investment he can do with that huge sum of amount of money. So for him, he prefers to, he's more in the cash flow. He's more interested in the smart investment than traditional ownership. Traditional ownership, you just think, okay, I need to have a house, I need to, buy a house as quick as possible, as this. But now, people are much more, especially the millennials, they are much more interested in having steady cash flows, quality lifestyle, and having smart investments. Now, who are the millennials? Who are these millennials? Number one, they are digitally native. So what we mean by digitally native is they grew up with mobile phones and television and internet. They grew up with a lot of settings. They grew up with internet-enabled environment. So they grew up with mobile phones, computers, and a lot of technology. So it is part of them. They don't do things manually. So most of their processes are automated. They are digitalized. So, and that is how, for us to look at the topic, how tech-savvy investors are changing the game, we need to understand who are these millennials and how technology is changing the game in the real estate industry. Now, the mode of operations, they prefer experiences and remote work. They want real estate that aligns. Now, when we talk about the remote work, most millennials does not want a physical work, like they have to be physically present. Everybody wants to do everything in the comfort of their house, in the comfort of their home. People want to be in their home and control people even that are not in their country. The mode of operations of the millennials are different, and because they have easy access and research. So they are comfortable with research, online payments, and peer review. So millennials are very, very comfortable with a lot of, they do a lot of research. They love online payments, online system, and peer review. Now, how millennials find properties? Now, millennials are redefining how real estate is discovered, negotiated, and purchased. Now, it's not just how real estate is discovered. They are also redefining how it is being negotiated, and they are also redefining how real estate is being purchased. And unlike previous generation who relied heavily on things like newspaper listings or physical agent visits, so millennials are leveraging on technology, they are leveraging on social network, they are leveraging on smart technology to explore real estate opportunities faster and smarter. Now, let me come again. So millennials are leveraging on a lot of technology platforms. They are leveraging on social networks to explore a lot of real estate opportunities faster and even smarter. And this shift is making traditional marketing obsolete and forcing developers and realtors to meet them where they are. And where are they? They are online they are on social media and they are mobile. They are on mobile. So that is why developers also need to understand. Realtors need to understand that this is where the millennial investors, this is what technology is bringing them to. It's giving them the opportunity to. So now they now have opportunity to explore a lot of real estate offers faster and smarter through the use of technology, through the use of social networks. Now, I gave some examples of some social networks they use and some technology. So we have Twitter threads. These are for hot deals, developer boards, smart listings on Twitter. So anytime I go to Twitter, I see a lot of trends about properties online. Then WhatsApp and Telegram groups. These are insiders offers that is being sent to them. They make use of Instagram. In fact, majorly Instagram, virtual tours and influencers reviews on IG. And as you can see, a lot of influencers are actually taking real estate gigs because they know that that is where they can find the market for their product online. Technology, Google and YouTube for area search, reviews, and all. Then now, this one is now very, very important. Marketing platforms. We have a lot of marketing platforms where premium listings are being listed. We have a lot of networks and affiliate links that brings buyers and sellers together. We have a lot of companies that are creating websites that unite a lot of investors together. So we have referral networks, we have affiliate links, premium listings on marketing platform, e.g. NPC, GG, Property Pro, and so on and so forth. So how tech savvy millennials monetize real estate. Now, we also need to understand, because the end product or the result is we creating value. Then the value will give you the money at the end of the day. So we need to look at their behavior, how tech savvy millennials, how they monetize real estate, because these are the things we also need to understand in order to know how to win them. Now, number one, there's digital land flipping. I can tell you that over 80% of people that have purchased cheap lands, they've not gone there, they've not even been there for a single day. So, but what has happened? They saw a flyer online, they saw a video online, they saw a picture online, and they saw someone explaining to them how if they can buy that cheap land at a lower cost now, and what it is going to give as a return on investment on a later date. Please, if you can hear me, I want you to go to the chat box. One. I want to be sure people are hearing me. If you can hear me, I want you to go to the chat box and type one. I am not seeing our chat. Okay, one. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Gideon, Madam Ijoma. Thank you very much. So as I was saying, land flipping. Now, gone are those days whereby people will need to travel as far as Europe countries, as far as even our African countries here. I'm sorry. To the country to do an inspection on the land they want to invest in or they want to buy. Right now, there is what we call a digital land flipping. That, in fact, from purchasing to even reselling, some client does not even know where the land is located. But just because of technology has given them the opportunity to see a cheap land, to buy at a lower price and sell at a profit within months. Another area is co-investing and smart contracts. Platforms now allow millennials to jointly invest in off-plan or rental projects with others, and through a secure digital payment and online dashboard. Now, in fact, this is what is currently trending. And a lot of people are actually keen into co-investing and smart contracts, especially when it deals with off-plan and rental projects. What do I mean? Platform now allow people to collaborate, have a kind of co-ownership, co-investing, smart contract. So this is an example. If an off-plan is selling for, let's say, a 50 million naira, and I have, let me say, a 20 million naira. Let me look for someone, Mr. Adebayo Nii, also like a 20 million naira, and let's say Miss Madam Chisom also has a 10 million naira. Now, platform has allowed us to bring, for me to bring my 20 million naira, for Mr. Adebayo to bring his 20 million naira, for Madam Chisom to bring a 10 million naira, come together and purchase that property and have what we call a smart contract. I don't need to see Mr. Adebayo or Madam Chisom. Madam Chisom does not need to see me. So all I just, and we are going to have a smart contract. Okay, at the end of the whole project, the worth of the project will now be 100 million naira. And according to my contribution or my investment into business, which is a 20 million naira investment, the return on go is going to be in the ratio 2:2:1. That is, I am getting a 2, Mr. Adebayo is getting a 2, and Madam Chisom is getting a 1. So with that, with whatever amount we actually sell the property, we are going to share it according to that ratio. That is a smart contract, and this is done through a secure digital payment and online dashboard. Another one is real estate agencies and marketers, and they promote projects through ads platform and earn 500k to 1 million naira in commissions, depending as per closed deals. Now, we have a lot of diaspora clients that all they have is just a real estate agent or a marketer, that does all, and they've been seeing them through advertisement. A lot of advertisement platform now is online. 80% of my clients are people I don't even know. I have a lot of influencers. I have musicians. I have tech guys. I have forest guys as clients. But technology has, in one way or the other, made them to see my ad, and since then now we are even brothers. Like when I mean brothers, we are close. Technology has brought us closer. They are not like a family for me. Influencing and content creation. So developers now pay influencers to promote listings. Some monetize directly through content, others impact closed leads. So if you look at someone like Ola of Lagos, some people like Scotty Goma, these guys that even Great Candon and all of them, we have developers that gives them listings for them to use their influence to help them promote their listings, and these are monetized. Let's move to the next one. Now let's quickly look at red flags millennials watch out for. Now, I told you millennials, they make smart decisions. So there are some red flags that they actually watch out for, because these are the reasons why because it's just like you want to transact, and it's telling you that this transaction you want to do is not done on a secured website or something. They won't do it because there's a red flag. So there are some red flags that millennials watch out for. Number one, fake documents. Maybe they ask you to give them a document and you give them a fake CFO because they do their research. Imagine, remember what I said here, easy access and research. They are comfortable with research. And there are a lot of ways you can do research today, in today's world. I don't even need to go to Alausa to do any CFO search or anything. At the comfort of my house, at the comfort of my home, I'm going to know if this land has CFO, it doesn't have a CFO. That is what technology has done, or can do, or is doing. Hidden charges from developers. When there's no full disclosure by the developer that, okay, after you've made this 50 million payment, though, there's still some extra charges that you need to pay. Also, location with bad roads and no infrastructure. These are a lot of red flags that millennials they really watch out for. Like I told you, they want easy access. They want their mode of operation. They want a remote work. They want comfortability, quality lifestyle, smart investment, rather than the traditional ownership. So also sweet deals without due diligence. Let me tell you, before any clients buy or purchase any property from you, a lot of due diligence that you yourself you don't know has gone into it. Due diligence. I'm not only talking about the property itself. I mean even due diligence on the person selling, on the developer selling, on the company selling, on the platform being used to advertise this product. And at the end of the day, all these things matters. Now, also agents without digital footprints. Let me tell you, this is just it. See, no smart person we want to deal with business with someone that does not have a digital footprint. Poor property management. Maybe there are a lot of bad shortlist reviews, and a lot. In fact, even us when we want to buy something from Better GG or Temu or anything, we try to check the reviews. And if there's anyone that there's a bad review, I know that we are not going to do it. Yes, we are not going to buy it because of the what bad reviews. So these are some red flags that that millennials actually watch out for. So let's move to the next slide. What developers must know about the millennials. Number one, their lifestyle. They buy lifestyle, not just the land or house. So it's not just about the land. It's not just about the house. It's about the quality of lifestyle that you are providing for them. It's about the quality of lifestyle that your product is giving them. It's about the solution that your product is what's giving them. So they buy the lifestyle and not just the land or houses. So developers need to understand that. Also, realtors, agents, everyone needs to understand that they buy the lifestyle and not just the land or houses. Also, transparency. So they want transparency and visuals. They want quality photos. They want drone shoots, 3D pictures. This is how it's going to look. This is how it looks. This is what we want to deliver. This is what we have currently on ground. They want transparency and visuals. Also, social proof. They use peer reviews and social proof, comments, testimonials. And this is what a majority of us we used to even purchase online. If I want to buy anything right now on probably GG, on probably Jumia or anything, I go to the reviews and check what people that have bought this product before, what are the things they have to say concerning this product. Another thing is payment plan. I was saying that they want flexibility. They prioritize flexibility. Now, for their payment plan, they prefer a flexible payment plan and instant information. So if they are paying a 50 million naira, okay, you can pay within 3 months, you can pay within 6 months, a year, a 24 months, because it's easier for them. It's giving them a kind of a flexible arrangement to acquire that property. Also, community access. So they love community access like group tours, insider deals, virtual walkthroughs, and that is why they relate more with videos, because they are not on site. And the only thing that can show them a glimpse of what they want to purchase is these virtual walkthroughs and tours. Now, the future of real estate. The future of real estate is digital plus relational. Real estate is is now even digital, 100%. A lot of transactions is going on in the digital space. Billions of money, naira. In fact, not naira, billions of dollars, because it cut across everyone in the world. So real estate is no longer bricks and mortar only. It is now network and platform. The kind of platform you are creating to solve these problems, the kind of platform you are creating to bring investors together, the kind of platforms you are creating to bring realtors or sellers of property together. So tech-savvy millennials are creating co-investment clubs. That was when I gave an example of me, myself, and Chisom. They are creating co-investment clubs, having smart contracts. They are building real estate media brands. If you now check, a lot of real estates are now doing a lot of content creation because that is how they can attract their buyers. They partner with developers for content sales, hosting virtual open houses. Now, because of my time, I have 22 minutes left. So in summary, and the key takeaways that we have today is millennials are digitally driven. They want all their transactions to be digital. They want everything to be done remotely. They are value focused. So you as a developer, you as a realtor, you as an agent, you as a marketer, you need to understand that they are what? Value focused. If they're not convinced about the value your product is offering, they might not patronize you. If they're not convinced that this value, and that is it, the first thing you need to do as a person is go for the value. After the value comes the money. And fast moving. They want things done fast, smart. So you don't need to own first. Start with managing, marketing, or flipping. And that was what I was telling you about my colleague that was telling me that I was telling that if you have a 350 million naira now in your account, even have 500 million naira account, you don't go and buy a 200 million naira house to live. No, you're going to start with what? With starting a business from it. Start from managing, marketing, or flipping. With the right tech, you can grow fast with low capital. That's another thing that technology is doing right now. Technology has created a lot of entrepreneurs, including me, including a lot of us on this call. So with the right tech, you can grow fast with low capital. So the real estate today is about narratives, tech, and trust. So let's say today is about the narrative, the technology involved, and the trust, the credibility. So the final words I have for us tonight, for us this afternoon. So the earlier you enter in the game, the faster you grow. Build your online presence. Your portfolio is your page. I was having a conversation with a client, and he was like, "How is he going to trust me?" And I told him that, "Sir, I have done this and this and this." And he asked me a question that, "If I put your name on Google, will I see?" I said, "Sir, you can try." And he did it, and he saw all my details on Google, and he's like, "Yes, now I can trust you." And this is because I have built a portfolio on my page online. I've built my online presence over the time. So that's why if you put my name on Google, you are seeing me. And this gives a lot of trust and credibility to your brand. Also, leverage communities. Don't go solo. You can't do it alone. You can't be the developer. You can't be the agent. You can't be the buyer. You can't do everything alone. Leverage on communities. As developers, leverage on affiliate marketing, real estate agencies, realtors. As investors, you yourself, you need to rely on, because they are the one that can give you an informed decision on the decision you are making or you want to make. You can't do it all alone. Lastly, use tech to stay lean, smart, and profitable. So you use tech to continue to learn. We learn every day. You use tech to continue to stay smart and profitable. Thank you very much. That'll be the end of this afternoon session. I don't know if you have any questions.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for that session. It was very impactful, and I'm sure a lot of persons have also gained one of two things. So up next now we'll be taking questions. So you can kindly drop your questions in the chat box. But before then, I already have some questions that some persons are already noted. So I'll be reading them. So the first one says, with access to so much data and information, what role does trust and transparency now play in closing deals with millennials buyers? How can agents build credibility in a digital first market? Which I think you've answered that previously, which you said your portfolio is your page, building online credibility.
Okay,
So
can I say something as regarding that
let
too?
me move to the next question. It says,
Okay.
in what ways can okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, so also in addition to that question, also make sure as a realtor you are telling your client the truth, because there's a lot of things they can use to verify. So you don't tell them facts or you don't tell them things about something that is not true. Because if they find out any element of lie in whatever thing you've told them, trust, if you've told 99 truths and you told them one lie and they've discovered 99 truths and they discovered the one lie, they're not going to trust you again. So that is something about also trying to build trust and credibility.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. The next question, someone asked, smart smart strategies on how to get smart investors online. What are the smart strategies on how to get smart investors online?
Okay, I also mentioned that. Let me quickly go back to the. Now, you need to know where are these people that you need, the smart investors that you are talking online. Now, you need to know where they are, because if you don't know where they are, there is no way you or how they find the properties. So there are a lot of digital platforms. I mentioned the Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, Google, YouTube, marketing platforms. There are a lot of marketing platforms that people get to see these smart investors. I gave an example here like NPC, GG, Property Pro. There are a lot of marketing platforms, referral network, affiliate links that people use to get clients. So with that, you are good to go.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So the next question, before I move to the next question, I want to also throw it out to everyone. If there is anyone that has question, you can raise your hand or drop a message in the chat box. So the next question says, millennials seems to value more than just profit. How can developers integrate purpose-driven elements like sustainability and community impact into their offerings without compromising profitability? Should I take that again?
Yes. That's the right. That's okay.
Okay, okay. I said millennials seems to value more than just profit. How can developers integrate purpose-driven elements like sustainability, and community impact into their offerings without compromising profitability. Thank you, sir.
Now, without compromising their profitability. Now, the truth is, I told someone, I said, what people doesn't understand is, you as a person, as a developer, the first thing you need to understand is whatever thing you have there, let it be of value. So, and see, people will tell you, this is a luxury home, this is a, no. Even your luxury home is, are you giving them value for their money? Because now, let me give you an example. If you build a property and you fail to use like the quality materials and all, let me tell you something. Technology has made a lot of investors informed. So just seeing, they can tell that this property, they spent money on it. This property, they didn't spend money on it. They manage materials. So if you're giving investors what they need, because what they actually prioritize is not even the profitability, like I said before, is value, is in my slide. So what they prioritize is the value. So for you as a developer, you need to what? They are value focused. They are value focused. So you need to what? Give them value. I want to talk about value. There are a lot of ways you can give value because of technology now, and that is why you yourself, you must be digitally inclined. There are some features that makes a lot of comfortable living for them. Put them in your house and sell to them at, it's quite painful when, one day I visited a house selling for 900 million naira, and when I got there, the same zinc I use in my house is what I'm seeing in a 900 million naira house. That's crazy, because I'm sorry for using that word, because I expected more. And same thing, someone that has 900 million naira, these people are informed. They know that this thing is cheap. So you as a developer that wants to make money, you need to render value to also make more money. More value equals more money. But reverse is the case. Value equals money. More value equals more money. So that is how developers can do that. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Um, thank you so much, sir, for today. I'll be um thank you so much, sir, for today. Okay, my colleague will be taking over now. Nancy, just round up.
All right, so this has been a really insightful one. I really thank you so much, Mr. Jibola, for the insights that you've shared. I'm very sure that so many people have questions to ask, so many things they want to say. And if you don't mind, we might reach out from time to time to get your insights on so many things that you've also said today. One of the things that you said that really stood out for me, and I think it was also in the video that you made towards the preparation of this webinar, and then you asked a very vital question, though related to digital banking, but it was more like, if you see, if take for instance two different banks, and then there is one where customers have to always queue to make transactions, transfer or whatever thing, and the other one they don't have to queue, right? They can do everything through their mobile app, and then you ask which one would they choose, and then basically the answer would be to go with the one that makes life easy, because nobody likes that level of stress, right? And I'm looking at it now in everything you've said, right? Looking at it also in the real estate world that we have now, right? Because you said a lot of things. You need to know where the customers are. And then you said something as well, that millennials are making wise decisions. They're making wise moves now, smart contracts, a lot of things that we would really want to look into building our online presence as well, saying that our portfolio is our page. And I love that you shared about smart contracts, really, because I was mentioning to us earlier about Landest and the solution that Landest has to offer as well. And this is one of the things that we also have to offer with the Landest app as well. So you talk about now, like with what you said now, the action point I'm taking out is put your word where your work matters. So start doing things where your work matters. You talked about the fact that somebody browsed your name and saw your portfolio, everything you were doing. So I feel like it's necessary now that if we know the world we are in and we know how we want to serve that world, we have to come with value, like you said already, and then put our word where our work matters. So with that, I'm just going to really thank you so much for sharing this insight. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. There's so much to take home, and yeah. So on our social media pages, we're also going to share excerpts, different insights, and if you still have questions, feel free to interact as well on our social media pages, and we'll also answer your questions. And even after this question, right? And yes, so Landis is also here to offer most everything like Mr. Jibola has communicated to us. You talk about smart contract, co-investment pools, whatever you can think of to make sure that your work is really where it is needed, right? Ensuring that you have a centralized platform for your real estate activity, your real estate operation. So it's no longer an era of scattered spreadsheets everywhere and all of that. And then with the Landest app, you also have an administrative control where you can manage every single thing that you're doing as well, just like you would do literally even physically, but then it helps you make everything centralized. So we've come to the end of this conversation, millennials and real estate. And I'm really excited and really glad for each and every one of us that have come here today, right? Let's take out the insights. Let's not just sit with it and get inspired. Let's put it into work so that they're not just going to be ideas, but these ideas, this insight will also become I did it, and they would see the significance in our real estate operations. So thank you so much for joining our third edition of Landest webinar. See you in the next edition.